this Earth Day, we asked the CPS community why they care about climate change and what they were personally committed to help fight it.
I care about climate change because my future and the future of my generation depends on the health of our planet.
Because it unduly affects people of color and people in low-income communities.
Because I don't want animals to all go extinct.
Because I think activism is a global crisis, and I think that by the time that everyone recognizes that it's such a big crisis, it's going to be way too late to reverse it.
Because in the future, I want to be able to travel the world and still have important landmarks be there for me to see.
To leave a healthy world for the future generations.
Because I live on this planet, and I also know that it disproportionately harms people of color and also the people who are not contributing as much to it.
Because I really like this planet. I think it's a very nice planet to live on, and I'd like to make sure that I and future generations can do so safely.
Because number one, it primarily affects underprivileged populations and countries. Also, it'll cost us, the youth, a ridiculous amount of tax money in the future, and also, obviously, it's damaging a ridiculous amount of ecosystems.
Because I love animals and I want to protect them and their habitats.
I care about the world I live in today, and I want to make sure that both the natural environment and as humans can live safely and healthily on Earth. I don't want Mars to be our only option.
Because it's already having a massive impact on vulnerable communities, and it's important to do what we can to preserve the Earth for future generations.
Because everyone should be able to smell fresh air.
Because we have to act now to ensure that our politicians pass legislation that will invest in green energy while creating millions of new jobs, tax carbon on our biggest polluters, while advancing environmental justice.
Not only will it ensure a brighter future for us, but there are people in the world who climate change is affecting more seriously and more visibly, and it's a privilege for us to be able to sit back and comfortably while it happens. And so it's really important, just like other global issues, to be fighting to help the people in need, as well as ensuring that our own lives won't be as damaged by this.
Create a world where humans can coexist with the environment and species around us.
I commit to only supporting politicians who explicitly support climate legislation and being a responsible hiker and not disturbing habitats while I enjoy them.
I want to support climate-conscious legislation to make sure that my kids can grow up in a world with just as much natural beauty as I did.
I want to dedicate myself to trying to convince larger corporations and the big organizations that are responsible for a lot of the carbon emissions to kind of change the way that they go about creating their products and like all the waste that they make. I want to do my best to try to mitigate that so we can attack the bigger sources of pollution.
One action I'm committed to is helping in any way that I can political candidates who will fight for climate action.
Obviously, there's personal small steps I can do, so try eating less meat, make sure to recycle, not just throw everything in the landfill, and also just spread information as best I can.
Buying secondhand rather than buying new clothes in fast fashion.
Take less time in the shower.
I commit to choosing a college and a field of study that focuses on undoing climate injustices.
I commit to doing my part to slow climate change and help educate my friends and peers about the effects of climate change.
One action I'm committed to doing is working with local organizations to advocate for initiatives and projects that are sustainable and environmentally friendly.
I'm thinking a lot about the food I consume and trying to make sure I'm not vegetarian fully, but trying to make sure that I'm really cutting beef out of my life and trying to make sure that the small amounts of meat that I do eat are the most environmentally friendly.
I commit to being more conscious of my carbon footprint and using my voice to vote and push for larger scale change.
I commit to participating in student organizations around climate activism and supporting local organizations fighting for climate activism and climate justice.
Commit to sourcing my foods and finding sustainable sources.
I'm committed to supporting businesses and organizations that are trying to solve and prevent these harms that have been done instead of contributing to them.
I commit to changing my lifestyle to reduce the impact as much as possible.
So now we ask you to take this Earth Day to ask yourself, your friends, family, and community members why they care about climate change and what they are committed to do to help fight it.